What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Reality Kingdom. The real in reality or whatever. Period. I'm your host, Pharaoh. We're joined by our wonderful co-host, Lee. Lee, I want to let you know I'm setting a timer for 25 minutes. That is all the time I have in order to engage with this episode. Honestly, that is pushing it, but we'll see how it goes because I am cutting it off at 25 minutes.
You are cut off,
bitch. How did you feel?
I mean, the fall from grace this season has had. I need someone who is still interested to tell us why you're so interested. I'm genuinely curious. I am, because so far, wow. I don't know how you're not all the way uninterested. I have gotten to a level of like, I don't give a damn
at all
when this goddamn show is on. Like, it is so bad.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I mean, every single episode since Say has left have just been predictable. Yeah. And I feel like maybe if you are not someone who can recognize patterns or you're not able to clock the edit, maybe you're like living this experience and you're like, oh my God, like, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen.
But I do. Sorry.
Unfortunate.
I wish I could be like, in you know how some people say ignorance is bliss. I wish I could go into this with just no past information. And I could just be like, what's going to happen next? Like a new Survivor fan, you could probably be eating. If this is your first ever season, you've never seen Survivor ever, and you're watching this, you could be like, I don't know what's going to happen, you know? But as someone who's been watching for damn near my whole life, I'm just like, wow, y'all are dragging it down to Mitch flipping with the. I could have predicted everything that happened down to Mitch voting with the Alliance. Like, I mean,
someone literally said from the preview, they believe Mary or Star is going home.
Yeah.
And look who went home. I mean, it gets to a point where it's so clockable because the strategy just is not dynamic this season. Like, it's just so sad. And honestly, I will say, and I'll give Joe some praise with this, like giving very much Derek Lebasé coded.
Yes. Shout out to Joe.
I don't know my Survivor like legends as how I need to, but like, has anyone played like Joe before? Like the way he kind of has this control over them. Because in my mind, I can only compare it to Derek and Big Brother.
It would be Earl
more.
If you ask me, Earl bodied the bitches. But Earl also got all of the jury votes. I don't think Joe's getting all of the jury votes.
Kim is a good example.
Kim is a good example as well. Very dominant. Jeremy, people say I think Jeremy was pretty dominant in this way, and in like a.
James. Shout out to James. James says Jesse or Earl.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. For sure. I want to see Earl season again. I've seen his season one time. I was like, this man just ate everybody up.
Well, you'll see him again on Survivor 50.
Ooh, that would be tea, Henny.
Clock that tea. The girls in the chat were saying Survivor Australia clears once again.
Easily. But Survivor Borneo clears. And that's all shade.
No shade. So go check out Survivor Rewind. Go check out Survivor Australia. We have the links in the bio, girl. Go check out the better show. Because while I feel like the gameplay in the vacuum is very intriguing, it's just not dynamic. It truly is not. And there isn't anyone in the game that is able to test the majority, and that becomes boring. Whether it's a majority of men, it could be a majority of women, it could be a majority of anything. The majority not being tested while also being so obvious is shitty. It truly is. Like if they were like under the radar, I always compare it like to the cookout or just a parachute strategy in general, where it's like we all have a person and they don't know that we're the real people under it, like the parachute strategy. And it's like no one is trying to do that. Like they're openly in this big alliance. They openly turned on people within that alliance. Yet everyone in the minority are walking around like, oh, no. And it's like, first of all, yes, Mitch is a fucking idiot, but Mary was just an idiot last episode, which is why you got into this mess this episode. Star, no shade. I know y'all love Star so much. Star wasn't doing shit. She wasn't. Unfortunately, she was not. Nothing was going on. And they waited till it was too late. And now we're here. And then you have fucking Kyle this episode talking about how much he just loves Joe. I guess no one loves to win Survivor then, huh?
Joe does.
And he's going to eat it up. But you notice how Joe this episode said, Survivor, it's a dog-eat-dog game. And I hate to say it, but these people are on the bottom. And how he's speaking about how, we just roped Camilla and Mitch in. They just wrote it in. So you're admitting that you're playing cutthroat. You're admitting that because the game is a dog eat dog game, you're playing cutthroat.
He was saying what was good to the ears. He was saying what was good to the ears.
And that's what I said. It gives very much. Joe don't believe this shit either. Or if he does, he's deluded himself. But he's using it for strategy. He's 1,000% using the Derek strategy, where it's like, well, us being loyal to this group will be better for all of us in the long run. When there's only one winner. Now the gag is, can he win? Because I feel like we got a little bit of a bitter jury arc this episode. So now I'm like, are the girls going to be like, you said you were integral and honest this whole time, and you really wasn't. Now you're going to lose. And it would give very much what happened with Mike back versus Marianne in Survivor 42. Now, in this situation, while I enjoy Shaheen, if he doesn't start doing something between now and the finale, he does not deserve to win this game. Joe
ate it.
Joe is the only one at this point that would deserve to walk around with that goddamn title.
100%. 1,000%. I really feel like if it is like a bitter situation, I could see it, because this episode, he had the moment with Mary and Mary clocked him, but also Kyle is like basically throwing the game away damn near for him. But it's like, Kyle, you got to go for Joe. Joe's not letting Kyle just get to final 3. So when Joe does take out Kyle, is Kyle going to be like, damn, I literally saved his game. I could have got him out of the game 2 weeks ago and he voted me out, which is definitely going to happen. So I can see Kyle and Kyle doesn't deserve to be mad about it. You did it to yourself, but I can see him being mad about it, honestly.
If Kyle is mad about it and not want to give that man his vote because of that, he's just an idiot. I'm sorry. We were talking about last episode. If Kyle and Camille do not get it together this episode, they're losing the game. 100%. Let's skip to final 3. I would bet my house on the fact that final 3 is about to be Eva, Shaheen, and Joe.
I actually do agree. I would also bet my house. I'll bet my job for sure. You can have it. Don't want it. But shout out to Theodore. Theodore says that the Liberals won the election in Canada. Woo! First time I voted too. Period. The feeling of it being your first time you vote and you ate it up, it feels so good.
I've had that once. Brother. Yeah. That's interesting.
That's good.
I did remember seeing somewhere that the Conservative Party in Canada was giving, U.S. rhetoric. Ooh. So that's a positive thing. Shout out to Canada. Canada. Is that Justin Trudeau, man? He's so fine. That's the president.
Ooh.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
Justin Trudeau, the president of Canada or prime minister? I don't know.
I'm so sorry. I barely know our own politics, let alone the others. It's bad.
That's sad. Educate yourself.
Real bad.
Educate yourself.
The girls do know. Oh, I see him here.
Yeah.
I have seen him before. I didn't know what he represented, but I have seen him before. Okay, I love this for him. Oh, he quit. Oh, it's not him. It's not him.
Oh, he a bad person? Oh, yeah, no, Trudeau did blackface.
Wait, no. Oh, wait.
Wait.
Hold on.
We don't like. Y'all hate him?
He actually doesn't look.
I thought he was a good.
You can't ever trust nobody, Lee. You got me over here looking up a terrible man. Anyway, shout out to Stefan. Flop Viber. I'm
Aren't we all?
Love you, Kings. Thanks for getting us through the new era. I mean, without us, what would I even do?
Without y'all, would we be here?
We wouldn't. Let's just be honest. I truly had to. Why you keep coming up, King? Oh, okay, boom. I truly have to entertain myself because the show isn't entertaining me. But hey, we here. Let me pull up the girls.
Yeah, y'all want to get into some real entertainment? Start watching our Love Island Reality Rewind recap. Start watching our Survivor Rewind recaps. We covered Survivor Australia, which is a way better season than this. Like I said, we provided free links in the bio, in the description. Go ahead and get into that. Girl, go vote. Go do. There's so many things.
Go read a book, honey. Go read a book. Write in your journal. Go, bitch, do yoga, bitch. You could do anything. Stare in the mirror. Eat, sleep.
Wait, I live for this. Khalil said, "Y'all put the key in kingdom." That is cute. That is cute. We need to take that. We'll give you. We won't 30%, Khalil.
30%.
That's a lot. I feel like I'm generous.
1%.
He said it.
Not really though.
10%.
We don't. He don't have no evidence. Let's delete it.
Delete it. All the people in the chat like, what? Wait, hold on. Wait.
It's recorded. Isabel says my glee is 48. What?
My glee is 48 is what?
What? I hate when y'all give me aneurysms on here. What are y'all?
I don't blame her. I be typing, girl. Anything be coming out.
Let's
I
just
be
skip
like,
the first part.
at this point, Pharaoh
48
has been
is
friends with me so long that he can read through my typos.
48 is what you know what is about. I'm actually gonna read it exactly how you said it, so I know, so you can hear how you sound. My glee is
Don't do her like that.
no. Listen, my glee is
My
48.
problem is 48. Why they took 50 out of Jeff's hand? Can't trust that man. That's what she meant.
You know what that mean? What that mean? My glee is why 48 is why they took 40, 50. Oh, I get it. 48 is why they put 50 in the hands of the fans.
Period.
And out of Jeff's hands. Because Jeff kept saying, y'all, this is my favorite season and Survivor. Girl, bitch. Anyway.
Survivor. That's the point. That's the point.
Like what? This season is so terrible. I'm actually about to cry, but let's
wait, that's interesting. That's an interesting way to phrase that. My glee. Like that's like I'm happy that I never heard someone phrase that like that.
It's like my gag is. Like the gag is.
My glee.
Like, I like that.
I like that.
We got two new sayings, bitch.
Key and Kingdom and my glee.
Kingdom. Shit, my glee is the key.
In Kingdom.
Amen. What? So anyways, we start the episode off. They come back from the trial, but Mary's surprised. Don't know why she wasn't in the alliance to begin with.
Goof and gag. Like, are you like? I have no sympathy for Mary. I mean, shout out for saying this episode, but Mary girl, and then the audacity to be like, I'm smart enough to know that we need. Girl, you weren't smart one day ago. Now all of a sudden you smart enough to clock something. I wouldn't trust none of their asses. Maybe Mitch spilled because all these people are dumb as hell.
This is what I would say about Mary. I don't think Mary was dumb. I think Mary was dickmatized. And I mean that. Yes. And I mean,
I honestly feel like
that's what it was.
I didn't get that from her. I feel like I didn't get that from her. To me, it gave she was running him a little bit.
That's what it was. I do think that's what it was. I do think that's what it was. And I think as soon as he went home, I mean, maybe
see David towards her. Maybe I didn't get married to him.
It was the D girl.
I mean, I wouldn't,
because she bounced right back when he went home. She said, "Never mind, I'm smart again." The girl was eating it up, linked up with David, woo, in the clouds. Came back. You can never deny a birth. Never.
Is David really? I don't think David would have gagged me like that to make me start flopping at the game.
Yes, for that 2 weeks, and now she's back. The chat agrees. I'm sorry. She could have been having some control over him, but I still think she was tied to him.
She wore the pants in that.
I think she did wear the pants. I think she definitely would have wore the pants for sure. But it also gives like I'm sticking by my man, because the 6 never made sense. Sorry, and she was never in it. But she's gooped and gagged. Don't know why. She talks to Mary, Camilla, and Star. They all agree that they need to link up, vote together, try to convince Mitch, and make it a 4-4 tie. Right? Sure, Jan. You know we can never have it that easy. They want to vote Joe if that happens. Sure, Jan. Who even told? What made you think you could have that chance?
And then just like classic Survivor, we saw it in the preview. We're seeing it in the first few minutes of the episode. It ain't gonna happen.
It's not.
It ain't gonna happen. I'm telling you, every single episode, unless it's one of the 3 going home, which I can't see in any plausible universe at this point, we are going to get the same fake out to the predictable decision. I mean, they tried to make this episode seem so interesting because Star went home, gave Star the most screen time she's ever had. Another clock. Yeah. If you know the Survivor edit, she was talking way too much this episode. The girl was going home. It's just
very obvious. So the group talks and Shaheen tells them, look, this is what we're going to do. And somebody made the comment later in the season. It was Star. She was like, Shaheen is the brains, Joe is the brawn, and Eva is the heart. And I think that's very true because Shaheen went to them and said, this is what we're going to do. Mary and Star are going home first. We're pretending to work with Camilla and Mitch. And then we're going to move forward from there. And then they all just agreed to that plan. So that's what's going to happen. I definitely think Mary is going home next.
Oh, 1,000%.
Or they just gonna get out Kyle and be like, actually, Kyle can go.
But we know who it's not gonna be. And at the end of the day, I think Joe has Mitch's loyalty. So Joe, Eva, Shaheen, and Mitch are now a voting block. Yeah. And Kyle, Camilla, Mary, go ahead and hang it up. I feel like now we know why Kyle and Camilla got such a big edit. And I think the reason why Kyle continues to get a big edit, they're definitely towards the end game. I can see Kyle maybe losing fire, Camilla maybe getting 5th or 6th. You know what I mean? I would assume Mary is going to be the next definite out. And see, that would make sense because Joe, Eva, Kyle, Shaheen, Camilla, and Mitch have had some of the more consistent edits throughout the season.
I agree.
So them being the complete top 6 will make a lot of sense.
It
Either way, bitch.
Who gives a fuck?
Boring ass goddamn conclusion. It literally would not have been bad if we just didn't know it was going to happen weeks before. Like, it was just so obvious once the merge hit who was going to be in this end game. And I mean, I don't know how anyone would find it interesting to watch a bunch of people flail around and not be able to figure out who the majority is when they're literally sitting in front of their face saying, bitch, we're the majority.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Or even like, because I remember with Kim Spradlin, Sabrina was trying to be this kingpin type of person. Like, to have some competition within the group would at least be interesting. Kyle's just giving the game to Joe. Shaheen is just okay with what's happening. We don't even have this like Dom and Wendell thing. There's not this Dom and Wendell or Sabrina and Kim. There's not this tug and pull of someone else trying to take the crown. It's just Joe in my eyes.
And at this point, if Joe loses, it's going to be because people are upset about the whole integrity and loyalty thing, which understandable. But at the end of the day, he ate y'all up. So
he would I would win.
Like Shaheen, there's nothing Shaheen can do unless he's taking it out Joe. If Shaheen is not taking out Joe, and he beats Joe in the final 3, at this moment, I'd be confused.
Justin says, honestly, people are playing so passively and none of them are trying to change the status quo. Specifically Mitch, because Star approaches Mitch and she says, hey, do you want to join the revolution? He says, well, Star, I'm going to have to think about it. He has a diary room. You know, if anybody else came to me with the plan, maybe, but because it's Star, you know, I'm definitely not going to do this. And this is my problem with Mitch.
One-sided thinking.
He speaks so righteously on Twitter. Like, he speaks with the utmost.
And on the island.
Oh, and on the island.
He tried to speak down on Star like she was nothing. And that's so fucking weird. Or how he said he was going to get up and say his face. Let's really unpack that, Mitch. What's your beef? What's your beef?
What's your beef?
What's your beef, Mitch? Because it's a lot of strong verbiage up in them diary rooms.
Oh, why would I ever believe anything Star has to say?
And it's so stupid because it's like, yes, she voted you, but is that going to be your deciding factor till you get into the end? Yes. Look at the game board. Give me your game card, actually, because y'all have to be flexible. And I get it. There are certain situations where you don't know, where it's unsure, where But baby, how do you plan on winning the game, Mitch? I'm so curious. Where are the numbers going to come from? Where's the protection going to come from? Who are you going to beat at this point in the game, Mitch? Do something. Do something. Girl, Joe fed him last week, and now he attached to him like a dog. You know when you feed a dog, you feed a little cat on the street, and they come every day coming back. Food, bitch. That's what's happening.
Coming back. Very, very embarrassing. And it's just, I just hate the way he speaks to like the fans who are criticizing it and stuff as if he's playing good, like as if he's playing this like perfect game or this redeemable game. And it's like, there is no result. I know for a fact you don't win. Sorry. I will bet my life. Kill me if he wins. Damn, I might die.
That's why I say,
I just heard you say it. Damn. but no, seriously, it's just like you're speaking so righteously as if you I know exactly what's going to happen. Y'all are all wrong. No, we're not.
Yeah,
sorry, no, we're not. And you know we're not. Please,
this is Christine, Joe the Derek, Eva the Cody.
Like, come on,
Shaheen the Frankie, Mitch is the Victoria or the Christine.
Yep. Shout out to Tito.
Girl, I don't know who Kyle is at this point. Kyle
says, we honestly need Say on this recap. She was right. Say is hilarious. What did she tweet today?
She said, who casted Mitch? She said specifically what? Let me go see. I think it was that actor.
No, she gagged him.
She's hilarious as fuck.
Fool, girl.
Who casted Mitch? Show yourself.
Show yourself. Seriously, because what? The girls was dragging Mitch. I'm sorry, but deserved. He's acting a fool. Like in a bad way.
Acting a fool, and like you said, he's so self-righteous about it as if he's actually playing good, like
or better than anybody else. You're playing just as if Star is playing bad, so are you. Truly. Like you're playing just as bad or maybe even worse. Like you're not eating it up. You're not going to win. Period.
And if someone said in the chat, girl, where did all of this Star propaganda come from? Because and that's what's so annoying about how they sloppily edit someone and then they have to make an edit up for when they go home, because that's exactly what happened with Star this episode. Where is all the rhetoric about how she is a loose cannon? She causes all of this chaos. She's a messy player. Like, I know that she got caught up with that Shaheen thing a little bit, but other than that, I'm like, is it just stemmed off of that? Is it because she's gone off alone previously? Like, I'm just curious as to like, where is this buildup of how she has to go because she's this loose cannon? Like,
she's radical and
it's so weird. Happening? But at the end of the day, it's like, how is she this loose cannon when she gave Eva this idol? Like, I don't know. They definitely like I feel like if they had tried with that relationship, she definitely could have been someone that they could have used even to a certain extent. But at the same time, I guess she also didn't try. I don't know. Star position in this game has just been so weird. But it was so weird to see how everyone had an opinion on her gameplay that we didn't see before this episode.
Yeah, very, very random and weird. And y'all, I don't know what y'all was thinking about that move with Eva and how Eva was finna bring her to the end and be her best friend and da 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 da. I wasn't surprised one bit that Eva did not want Star here and specifically wanted Star out because obviously because she's never liked Star. She didn't like Star from the beginning.
Y'all have to stop believing. See, when y'all watch these shows, y'all have to look past the confessional, bitch. Y'all have to look past that shit. When Eva had that confessional and said, "I gained a new ally," bitch, she was talking about the idol. That was the ally.
That was the ally, bitch.
Eva was not finna look out for the Star, and we knew that shit.
Everybody knew that.
That shit. It was so obvious that she was always going to be seen as expendable to Eva, and that's exactly what happened when merge happened. It was over. And even if Star was like, you know, kind of being a little bit more antisocial, walking away from conversations and stuff like that, you know, they could have still extended that olive branch. It was very much like, girl, I got this idol. I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Child, Tito trying to lie on us in the chat. Tito said, hold on. I remember one of Pharaoh and Lee saying it was a Star giving the idol was a good move.
I remember saying it and me being like, well, we're going to have to see.
I remember saying it was a terrible move. Period. Shout out to Isabel. Oh, no. Shout out to Ryder. Well, Isabel too. But shout out to Ryder. This season is giving Big Brother Minority scared to make a move and they target each other. It's so bad, honey. I hate it. I hate it on Survivor. It's not cute on Survivor. It's not cute on Big Brother either, but it's damn so not cute on Survivor. Shout out to Isabel. Pharaoh, I will fight you because I was playing in your chat because you was typing crazy. My glee with 48 is Jeff won't control 50 anymore. Okay, you cleared it up. Period. Mitch, why? Because Mitch is a punk. Sorry. God damn. Like I can't.
You gotta say it real Florida. Punk.
A punk. So after this.
Where's the punk?
Punk. I don't think it's. I think it's
punk.
No, it's punk.
Punk.
Mm-hmm. But yes, girl. Camilla pulls Kyle to the side, tells him the plan. She said, "Look, the four of us all gonna lock in. We all gonna vote Joe. What's T? Here go Kyle.
What's T?
Well,
that's exactly how I would strategize a Big Brother or Survivor. We trying to vote Joe. What's T?
I love
we need somebody to do that. We need somebody to do that.
That exact person. I literally just need that personality on TV. Like, please bring them back. But boom, what's T? So Kyle is like, well, you know, I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know if I can really go with Joe. You know, I have a great relationship with Joe, and I don't know about Joe. And
shout out to Joe once again because his ability to get these people to surround him and love him and trust him. I mean, I too would feel safe around Joe. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, very safe and cuddly.
Damn, y'all all can't be his children. Eva already got the top spot.
They his younger children. Child, he got them on lock.
Children.
So Kyle trying to tell Camilla, oh, just come with the sis. Come on. And she was like, girl, I'm not doing that. Anyways. And he's like, okay, I'll try to lay it up for you to at least have a chance, but I'm not voting him.
Once again, Kyle, how do you plan on winning the game? Quickly.
I couldn't tell you. So he at least tells Joe that Camilla's locked in with the 6 when she's not at all. So he lies for my sister.
At least he shot protect my sister.
At least do that. That's the at least you could do. And then we head to the reward challenge. Very same challenge they do every season. They got to push the ball with their head. Kyle ends up winning, and he takes specifically Eva, Camilla, and Shaheen. He says he takes them so that way Mitch, Star, and Mary are a little bit bitter and they feel more inclined to vote with Camilla on this vote. He's trying to lay it up for her, give Camilla as much of a chance as he can. So
and I like that at least, but I like the thinking on
very
that.
strategic.
However, he's putting all of this on Camilla. Mm-hmm. He knows damn well that she can't make this move without his participation.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's
it's
going to
like
be extremely
you
difficult.
setting up this environment where it could happen is not helping unless you're flipping your votes.
Yeah. And I can only, well, I can't only, but I guess I appreciate him trying to stay loyal, but at the end of the day, you fucking up her
He's
game
being
and your
loyal
game.
in the sense of like, I'm giving you information. I'm trying
Right.
to protect you. I'm
Right.
and so
Right.
at this point, it's come to a point where this is no longer a duo. This is him sticking on to her as long as he can.
Yeah.
Because they're not
Okay.
working in tandem anymore. It's him attaching himself to this group that doesn't give a damn about him when it gets down to the final three.
Yeah.
And nothing else. You know what I mean? I don't see him have a relationship with anybody in the minority.
Yep. No shade.
So I don't see how he thinks he can win. Maybe he thinks he's going to be able to win fire and whatever.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe he sneaks up into the final. The only way I could see is that he sneaks up in the final three with Joe and Eva, and they're so bitter with Joe that they give it to Kyle.
I can see that, sure. Like, sure. I just feel like it's not the optimal way for him to pave his own path to the end. And we see in his diary rooms, he's scared to make moves against people. He's like saying in the preview, I don't want to backstab anybody. Oh, what? Sir, this is Survivor. You should have stayed the fuck home.
Yeah, he made a comment this episode about how like, oh, I have backstabbed people in the game.
Yeah. I'm not backstabbing anybody else.
Who have you backstabbed that thought you were really on their side for real? I don't think anyone who went home was like, oh, Kyle's my number one ally. Maybe
like,
Chrissy?
what are you talking about? Maybe no, not even Chrissy. He's not talking about anything. He's just a punk and he want to come up with something. Girl, boo.
When in Rome, you were saying this about Star too. So you tell us what these players should do to win the game. I'm so curious. If he should not flip, what should he do?
Stick with the time up. The time's up.
That's just what I'd be curious because it's easy to say what he should not have done. So what should he have done then? Out of curiosity, because I'm not just saying that he should have flipped this round and been done. I'm saying he should have been building up relationship this entire time.
Something he should have done something.
Optimal flip, and instead of doing that, he's been with the majority, not making any relationships, relying on Camilla to do something when she can't do it without him. That's what I'm just trying to figure out.
Clock it. Well, y'all, we're at the 25-minute mark. The timer did go off. I do apologize, everybody, but it is time to go. We must quickly finish this up. We go to the sanctuary. Nothing happens. Eva throws Star under the bus because she don't like her, of course. We go back to the camp. Joe says, I was finna be mad at Kyle, but I'm not mad at Kyle because this is a chance to eat it up and make relationships. He tries to play Mary and get her jury vote. Mary clocks. She says, this nigga think I'm giving him a vote. I ain't giving him shit. Period. She's exactly like, that's exactly what she says. Okay. So she goes to Mitch instead and she says, is you ready to go to Rocks? Mitch says, well, I mean, maybe. He has a diary room. Am I ready to go to Rocks or do I just want to play scared? I don't want to play scared, but I probably got to play scared, right? Boom. We get to the immunity challenge. You got to balance these blocks. Joe wins again. They try to do the rice thing. No one does it. Jeff, wrap it up. Wrap up the rice.
Can you please stop trying to make them fight the rice?
Wrap it up. And then he's like, what makes you guys think it's different now? Why is it different now? We've been doing it for 7 seasons.
Maybe
recently.
People want to be able to win immunity so they don't go home.
Like, just shut up. You're pissing me off. Who cares? Who cares? And I was telling leaders, I was like, if y'all gonna do this, don't do this while I'm in the room. Don't show the viewers don't give a fuck. Even if they do give a fuck, you don't got to show us. I don't care if they sit out for the rice. Who won immunity? Let's get to the challenge. And why would it be interesting to see less people play immunity? Why would that ever be interesting? Stupid.
Apparently, he thinks it's very interesting because that's what
he does it every round.
And it's like the real merge portion of the game, he fucked up with all of these twists and turns. And now we get to the actual merge and it's crickets and snooze.
Yep. Just dumb. And it would have been more dynamic if it wasn't all these twists and turns preventing people from making moves and yada, yada, yada. There was a moment Kyle and Camilla did want to make a move before all of this shit got locked in and secured. But they couldn't because we had to split the tribe into 6 people on one time and 6 people. Just fucking stupid. Anyways, Joe wins immunity again. For the 8th time, we head back to the camp. Boom. Star asks Mitch again, does he want to work with her? Do you want to vote Shaheen? Mitch says, I don't know, Star. You might need to play your shot in the dark. She says, why would I need to play my shot in the dark?
Such a weirdo.
He said, I don't know. I got to talk around. What's this attitude?
What is this energy? Like, I really don't get it. Like, he's acting like he's like in the safest position. Like, I need him gone.
Like what, nigga? Vote him out next, please.
He could have went this episode. Only reason why he's not going home because he fucking suck it up to the goddamn alliance. It's so annoying.
Mm-hmm. So he tells Shaheen that Star's trying to vote for him. And look, is this a strategy that people always use when there's a big majority? Yes. Does it usually work? No. Usually the best thing is to try to flip on them and get them out and break up the alliance. Mitch decides to go the punk route, and the punk route never really works, especially for the head honcho punk. You're not even getting nothing out of it. At least Camilla actually has an ally within the alliance, because she got it. The only reason Camilla want to fold with the alliance is because she finds out that Mitch doesn't want to do it. She goes to Mitch, and Mitch is like, well, Camilla, I don't trust them. I can't. Blah, blah, blah,
Which is just an excuse to say because he don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it because he makes the comment, well, how can I make a move with people I don't trust? Bitch, you're playing Survivor. You don't trust anybody. Why would you make it? Why would you not make a move? Them? It's top 8, and you're talking about I don't trust them, so I don't know who I can make a. Why would I make a? So you're gonna make a move with Joe and Shaheen? God damn. Are you playing the game, or are you voting with the people you trust every fucking round?
And what trust have they built with him?
What trust? Trust what? What? First of all, what don't you trust about Star? What don't you trust about Star? Her voting you one time? Is that determining it? Come on now, man. We're playing such a bigger situation. We're in such a bigger situation. If you're not voting for anybody who ever voted you, you might as well not play Survivor. Period. There ain't no winner who's gonna win this game. I mean, I'm never working with this person.
You need to be able to pivot, to switch up your strategy, to do things that you probably wouldn't normally do.
It's play the game.
Stupid. Like, I just have one question for everybody. What is your goal to win? Like, what is your goal?
How will you win? Because at this moment, he's refusing to go with the 4. He's refusing to vote for anybody else. He's just gonna vote with them because he doesn't trust Star and Mary. And then what? You're going into top 7 with a 4-person alliance that you know you're not in. You know they're working together. You know Eva has an idol. You know Eva have an idol. You know they're working together. What are you going to do? Nothing.
Lose.
You're going to lose. You know you can't win it. You haven't won an immunity.
I don't know what they out here for. Sia says she ain't giving out no more money. So I mean,
like, why are you here? It's just very unfortunate, because it's almost like, why are you here? Why are you here? The only one I'm okay with is Camilla, because Camilla wanted to do it. Mitch said he's not doing it. There's nothing she could do. So what did she do? She went straight to them and said, look, y'all, we should at least do Mary, because Mary walking around saying y'all names. She's saying Shaheen. She's saying da-da-da. Woo. At least she's pivoting for a reason. She had to pivot, so she started to pivot. She's doing what she has to do. I feel bad for Camilla. I really do, because it's 3 duds. I'm sorry. Specifically Mitch. Mitch is a big dud. Mary was a dud last round. And Star, well, so yes. Mary and Star realize it's one of them, so they kind of campaign against each other, and then we get to the tribal council. Star gets voted.
Star's rap.
Boom. Star's what?
Rap.
Right. So the time is up. We're actually overtime. So let's not play. Star gets voted out, and that's it, y'all. We'll be back next episode. Let me quit playing. But no, for real, y'all. It just was such a drag at the end. We knew. It was literally just Star versus Mary, which is so boring. And then Star goes home, which is even more boring. Low key, I'd rather it be Mary if I had to choose. It just wasn't no.
That would have been more interesting.
Something, but we didn't get anything. What's the draft looking like? I had Star by default, so I guess I lost her. Now I have the winner, the runner-up, and 3rd place, and Mitch. You have
2nd place, Kyle and Mary.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess it's a wrap. Yeah. And I feel
like, damn. Why did this really start off to be the best New Era season, and we get here?
Yeah,
it's worse than 43 and 44 at this point.
Yeah, it's real bad. Child, let's get to the tier ranking. Mary was in Chop.
All Chop.
Oh my
at God. This fucking point.
Oh my God. Mary's in Chop. Mitch is going below everybody. Honestly, I want Mitch and Chop alone. Matter of fact, I kind of want to put Mary and Star and Child for trying.
Do it.
They tried. But failed. Actually, Star should go below Mary because she went the fuck home.
Go
Camilla,
ahead and put Kyle and Camilla in mid at least. I'm sorry. I mean,
I'm over it.
the writing is getting on the wall.
Can we just do Kyle?
No, she needs to go down too. Her game is over.
It is.
Her game is
I'll
over.
put her above him.
She herself could be a little bit more dominant in trying to get these things done.
Yeah, that's true. Eva, Shaheen, and Joe. No thoughts.
They're where they need to be. They're running the game. No one is touching them. No one seems to care.
Yep. Well, here we are. Boo. Next. Make sure y'all get into the other shit. We got other shit going on for sure.
Damn, you really ran through this.
Amen. Tomorrow we'll be doing our Survivor. Borneo Rewind is getting a little bit better than this. Apparently their alliance is finna break up. So let's get into some real motherfucking Survivor, okay? Get into Amazing Race on Friday. And not this Saturday, but next Saturday, we're getting into Drag Race. And of course, join us for our Love Island Rewind. Some of the girls may not have seen Love Island, may not have voted Love Island for the Rewind. Join us anyways. It's honestly a fun little, cute little watch, I feel. So get into the Love Island Rewinds on Monday and on Wednesday. And of course, coming soon, we have Big Brother Rewind in June. So stay tuned for that. If you want to get into the Love Island Rewind, on next Monday, we will be recapping episodes 8, 9, and 10. And on Wednesday, we will be recapping episodes 12, 13, 14, and 15. So get into that. For the Survivor Rewind, next episode is episode 10, Crack in the Alliance. Like I said, it's getting way more juicy than the shit we watching. So get into that, of course. And also, Reality Rewind, the polls are open, Henny, because we are now accepting our nomination votes. Vote for the show you want to be a part of the 10 candidates for the next season of Reality Rewind. The most voted shows will be put into the top 10, and then we will, of course, choose one of those shows to cover for the next season. So definitely click the link below and submit your choice for whichever season you want us to cover. Make sure you put the show name, the season name. It can be any reality TV series that has already been aired. Okay, honey. Also get into the Scripted Kingdom. Of course, I did Sinners last week. Still doing Black Mirror, all that cute shit or whatever. Get into that. And honey, thank you for keeping it real with the Kingdom, bitch. We're out.
We're out.
Bye.